Danganronpa, we are investigating Sakura's murder. I'm gonna talk to Hiro right now. I pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. After a few seconds.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? You need something? Yeah, actually, I wanted to check something. About how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How did you know about that?
Could it be?
I mean, did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Oka told me herself that she has Byakuya and Toka to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? When she asked me to meet with her, of course. Didn't she write you a note? Yeah, no, she gave it to me in person, and she happened to be mentioning the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally did it. Why would I do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Olga was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office. I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here. God damn it. While I'm here, could you show me that note she gave you? We still have it? Let's see. He was feeling around in his pockets.
hey, come on.
I fucking drink water. I'm fucking up everything, dude. I'm fucking everything.
Bro, listen, man, you know, it's a home stretch.
This job is so fucking hard. Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something that had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Ah! Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just trash I forgot to throw out. Trash? Anyway, I can't deny that Oka asked me to meet with me, but I never went. Well, if you excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that was all there was to it.
Well, it's definitely not Hiro.
Okay.
Hiro's dumbass is gonna make it to the very end.
Because like it's very like obviously Hiro, like that's like the main suspect.
Yeah.
Like usually never the main suspect. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
It's like, he's always just like, yeah, look at all this like crazy shit I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's not me.
Okay, so I've heard from Toku and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Let's see. Beep, 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 beep.
What?
Makoto, would you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Fuck. This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I can't get over how big it is. Whoa! I should probably take a closer look at it. It's the biggest shelf I've ever seen! It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf!
Oh shit.
But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Jam Safa. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words,
That's right. It can only have been around the time of the incident. That really is when it happened. It must be related to the case somehow. These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf. None of these footprints relate to this scene as a whole. We may need to sketch out the floor plan. We? Do you mean me? How kind of you to offer? With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
what?
Well, let's go. Chop, chop. Okay. I got to work, and before long, I drawn up a sketch of the room. It looks like shit. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. Me?
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints had only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do.
And they're the dumbest criminal of all time.
That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's
But
certainly
Kodo,
possible.
are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, let me see your shoes, and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I finally did what Byakuya said. Let me see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, these, I must admit that these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I could consider this part of the shelving unit Section A. Huh? But wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9! Could someone have put it there on accident? Let me examine this. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle's labeled CMG4. It also looks like some blood's left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. There we go. So on this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals. I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. So it's simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit Section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I need to worry too much about the shelf. On this shelf is... One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous criminals. Bunch of criminals in this shelf. Chemicals. It looks like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with a letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit Section C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with the label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison doing from Section C doing to Section A? There's definitely something going on here.
Too much information.
I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. I thought I had to talk to Byakuya, but I'll do it anyway.
I see.
Makoto, I admit, you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Well, thank you, Byakuya. Back to the crime scene.
Hey,
My God, like the background looks like a fucking like J.J. Abrams film, dude.
It's unreal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So Makoto, how's your investigation going?
Tokiyoko with Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
Someone's lying?
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time.
hey,
Ah, this is probably the same thing. Okay. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew.
There's no getting around it.
like me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although, there was still sometimes. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal.
How can you...
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
What?
Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here.
Those shoes.
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep?
Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Yellow powder.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Like the movie. Huh? This magazine is upside down! Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said, Toko. Could this be a dying message? A dying massage?
Then it would appear you found it.
Kyoko, is this...
so...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
a dying message?
However,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking.
Hey, is that... It says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. What the heck? She's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. Settled. She's the killer for sure. It's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it in the court of the killer. I see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. I mean, like, they wouldn't do a dying message. That seems fucking stupid. If anything, that makes me even more suspicious. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new. Man, yes, man.
So, did you figure it out?
Yes.
There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, and you're sure to find it.
Yes. The correlation. Yes. Hey, Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
so...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome.
Not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer?
I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with.
Only to a degree.
Hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
Experiment.
anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces, too.
Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass.
That Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is all about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the boom and the dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Minigame time! Woo! Ah, shit, well, never mind. And just as I was finishing up...
Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then.
Is everything ready? Why would they make it a surprise? Then let's get to work.
So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Compare the weights? Of what?
The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact.
Why do you want to do that?
That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles.
It's balanced! That's what you were thinking as well.
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Which makes sense. Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else can really affect the weight.
So then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see?
Normal assumption would be either the balance out of the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I might have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try.
Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time! But the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Fuck. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist! A locked room mystery!
what?
What the?
Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive! For example, you're on a picnic and you find a dead body! This is plain creepy.
Well,
How about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put it in a sad face, it makes it look squid negative. For example, you have 100 friends. Right, it does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then,
I can't
please
wait.
get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there.
The hell was that?
I don't get it.
Just the
I don't get
worst.
you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
Don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
Whatever. By the way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there could be no doubt, one of us is the culprit. The killer! The one that murdered Sakura! She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. That person is here. That person It's one of us. Who killed Sakura?
Don't look at me.
I said it before and I'll say it again. It wasn't me. The culprit is one of us. Make no mistake about that.
Because I didn't do it. How many times do I have to tell you?
You just stand there and say you didn't do it without even breaking a sweat.
Hey,
Standing around here isn't going to do any good. Let's get going.
Alright, who did it?
I think it's Byakuya. But he's gonna get away with it.
Oh, I think it's Byakuya and he's gonna get away with it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that whole theory that, like, Monica is not gonna execute him because, like, he owes him a favor.
Huh?
So, like, the whole theory of, like, Monica is not gonna execute Byakuya because
He owes him. Yep.
Okay. Come on! Come on! It's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence.
Total silence.
We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always.
And then the lights turned off, and people were killed, and it was.
Lights. Oh shit! No, this was the.
It was the I forgot his name. The Yogi
Berra.
Yogi Oni or Yagi Ono. Yanni Yogi.
Your ride was over. The door was open once again. But it was actually Von Carver that killed him! My god! Just the six of you, huh? Really? That's so few! You must be so lonely. You say that like that's not your fault that we're all left! I wonder, will the class trial end with one last classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill, find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened for the fourth time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial.
And we'll get to that.
Well, I'll go with the evidence.
Next episode.
I'll go with the evidence. Alright. Evidence! Sakura was dead. She was killed around noon. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, at some point, the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. A chair had been jammed against the door of the rec room, blocking access from the outside. It's believed that the killer did this to create a locked-in scenario. The status of Sakura's body. So Sakura was found seated in the chair, slumped forward, and there was traces of blood coming out of her mouth. There's no indication onto why she would have vomited blood. There's a blood stain found in front of the magazine shelf. It's presumed to be Sakura's, but there's no explanation on how there's a blood stain so far away from the victim. At one point, Hina gave candy to Sakura, and which had this type of wrapper. According to Hina, she had monopolized this candy. She basically took all of it, and so obtaining a piece would have been difficult to impossible. There's a bunch of red glass shards all over the floor. Yeah, it's just saying that these are just Monokuma bottles. So a figure on the floor, Monokuma figure was found laying in the rec room, which would have fit roughly in the palm of the head. There's a number of red bottles on the shelf in the rec room. Each bottle is a Monokuma figure. Additionally, there seems to be some kind of unknown correlation between the bottles. What is the correlation?
The correlation between the bottles?
Yeah.
Well, 2 are missing.
How do you know that 2 are missing?
Because there's no queen.
And the book is on the floor, okay. And the protein bottle was found in near the rec room door. The shards of glass from the window was broken to get into the rec room were found both around and underneath the container. There's a fresh handprint inside the locker room. Locker? The locker room. Inside the locker. The rec room's open locker. Jesus. Since the locker was open before they opened the locker, there's no way that somebody could have been hiding in there before they left. So meaning that the killer did not hide in there to, like, you know, escape the locker mission. Hina said that Toko, Byakuya, and Hiro was asked to meet Sakura in the rec room by noon, and that Sakura like hid notes underneath each person's door. Byakuya said that he did get the note, but he never went to see her. In fact, he never saw her that day. Toko said that she also received Sakura's note, but never went to see her. There's a bit of garbage accidentally fell out of Hiro's pocket. It was a piece of paper with red polka dots on it. Yellow pill was found on the instep of Sakura's left foot. Kyoko said that Sakura suffered 2 blows to the head and not 1, and there's no blood on either of her hands. The experiment, all of the bottles appeared to be the same. However, the shards that Makoto collected seem to be heavier than just 1 bottle.
Because it's 2 bottles.
Yeah, okay. Okay. The magazine diary message on the magazine shelf. One magazine was popped upside down. Inside the magazine, Toko's name was written in blood. The Chem Lab shelf. So basically, Section A contains the supplements and the protein, and Section C contains poisons. But a bottle of poison labeled Section C had been placed in the protein section of the shelf. There was a broken bottle in front of the Chem Lab shelf, which was labeled Chem C4. The powder on the floor is assumed to have come from this. According to Byakuya, the powder would have been spilled after the incident took place. There's someone left footsteps in the powder of the Chem Lab. These footprints only appear on the left side of the shelf, so on the protein supplement section. This could be only assumed that that the suspect only had business in the protein area, and that's it. Ooh. I'm pretty sure I got some. I don't have enough SP. Unbelievable. You won't need that. Okay, so alright. And we're gonna start the trial in
The next episode.
So thank you all for watching this episode of Danganronpa. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified every time we upload, which is
every single day.
Bye.